Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, I
No,
felt
like,
really
honestly.
comfortable about
And
it.
honestly,
Yeah.
like, thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my god. Don't. I feel like crying now. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? It is Joel Sandoval Franco here, of the host of It's About Time, the podcast. Today we have an amazing guest with us, but before we start, I wanted to let you guys know that if you guys like what we talked about and you guys like what I've been doing, if you guys can subscribe to the YouTube channel, it shows a lot of support to me. It's free, and yeah, we'll get started. We have an amazing guest. We have Ceci, Brazil, born and raised in Hawaii, which is going to be a great, big topic in today's podcast. But we're also going to be talking about a lot of different things. But to start it off, we'll get through with all the kind of icebreaker type stuff, but to have them get to know you a little bit.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ceci. Born and raised in Hawaii. Out-of-state student. Go to UCI. I'm a double major, dance and sociology. Don't know what to do with my life.
No one
I'm
does.
nervous and excited for this.
Yes. Well, I think we're going to have a good time.
So, yeah.
I think it's going to be fun. We
Yeah.
ran around a bit before.
Yeah. Yep.
We can talk about it, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
not.
I'm down.
But we're going to have a good time.
Mhm.
I feel like, yeah, what we did before kind of made us more comfortable,
Yeah.
more relaxed.
It's like-
You look relaxed.
Yeah,
You look
I need
chill.
to get I want to get situated,
Yeah.
for this.
So the way I want to start it off is I want to talk about, so last time we hung out. So we kind of hung out just to get to know each other a little bit. Last time we met up was kind of the day, it's literally the morning of that party I was having.
Yes,
So you know how
it
we went
was.
You remember how we went so we went in Newport. We had a good time, got to know each other, asked you a bunch of questions.
Yeah, it was
right?
a really nice area.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
Nice sunny day.
I was late. I was 30 minutes late. I was like,
No.
shit. He waited 30 minutes. I was supposed to be here, but
Yeah. It's fine.
yeah.
But what I want to talk about is that party, because you remember I was texting you.
Yes, you were. I wasn't even.
Do you remember what I was texting you?
Yeah.
Why were you up, by the way?
I was.
It was so late. I know you were working on.
I was.
You were working on.
I was doing my take-home midterm. I finished it that night and everything.
It's literally 4:37.
Yeah, I was up. I was like, I have to do this. I have to finish it. And then I usually don't go to sleep till
late.
late.
Yeah, I was
sometimes
surprised
on
you were
the
still messed.
I know.
Fine. But I thought it was pretty interesting what I was doing.
You texted me out of nowhere, and I was
Yeah.
like, what is happening? What is going on?
So I sent you I remember. So the last thing I sent you was the picture of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So what ends up happening? So, we had this party at my house, and I don't know what night it was. Was it a Saturday?
it was a Saturday.
So it was a Saturday
Yeah.
night. Normal party. Well, it was fun. It was big. It was
Everyone
huge.
was there.
everyone
Everyone
was-
was getting lit. I was at home. I was like,
Everyone was having a good time. So it comes to the end of the party, right?
yeah.
And we're kind of kicking everybody out.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of leaving now. But there's this one guy that's still there. And he keeps telling my friend Tuan, he's like, "Yo, you want to give me a tattoo? Can you give me a
the
tattoo?"
fuck?
And we're just like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, I want a tattoo tonight. I really want a tattoo tonight." And we're like, "Okay, you can go. There's a shop nearby that's open till And he's like, "No, I have a tattoo gun. Who's gonna give it to me?"
He just wanted someone random.
I don't know what it was. So he starts pestering everybody "Oh, give me a tattoo, give me a tattoo." And we're just like, and everyone left by this time, so it's just him, a group of friends. What we end up finding out is that he's a friend of a friend,
Okay.
right? But Tuan's like, "Okay, we're not gonna do it here at the bartending, right?" Because we wanted to set it up.
Wait, so you guys were just
We're just like
okay.
Yeah, we're like,
let's
fuck
go.
it, send it. Like, okay, let's just do it.
Bet.
Yeah. Kind of like, okay, whatever. So Tuan's like, no, we can't do it here because it's super unsanitary.
Right.
It's like nasty, sweaty.
Ew. What the fuck? Okay.
So we send them upstairs. We go into this room, and he sets it all up. He goes. Some girl gives him a tattoo. Right?
Like he's just like, just give me something.
Okay.
Like
but the funniest thing is this random dude that was like, random dude. He's like, I want a tattoo now. So he sets up, and they ask him like, oh, like what do you want? And he's like, I don't know, like a skateboard. And I was like, I could do a skateboard. You
said that.
I was like,
I'll do it.
And I was talking to him, and he was like, and I mentioned, I was like, dude, you have like 10 shots. I gave you like 10 shots because I was bartending that night.
Right.
I was like the bartender, so I was the one giving. And I knew how much he did. I was like, you're probably not. And he's like, wait, you're the bartender? No, you give me that too. You give me the tattoo. And I was like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I sent you the picture of me. Like.
Yeah. I was like, what is going on? And then
It was such a wild night.
It was, and like it was like 4 a.m.
Yeah, it was 4 a.m.
I was like, what is going on? Like, why would you make that decision?
I don't know.
He just said fuck it, and wait, so like it's actually on, like it's like he
on.
has it.
It's literally looks like a Band-Aid.
Oh my god.
It's just an oval. 4 dots.
And just dots.
That's the best I could do. It's the first time I've ever used. I was just like.
Do you know how to draw? No, you just said. You just said. Let me just.
Do I know how to draw? Yes, I know how to draw. I passed elementary school.
Oh, okay, well.
But it's like it digs into the skin.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Wait, so he didn't like teach you to like.
This
is like.
He said go
like the
up
technique.
And down. He said make sure you just go up and down.
Were you drunk at the time?
No, a sober.
Oh, okay. Tipsy a little.
So think about how much worse it could have been.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Everyone.
The amount of trust that guy put into like.
I didn't even think it was trust. I don't know what it was. Like, what do you think was running through his head? That he was just like. I don't think I could ever be.
Spoke to him probably on whatever else he took that night.
I don't know what it was.
But good for him.
I know, good for him, huh?
Yeah.
I hope he listens to this.
I know. I hope you're out there.
I hope he listens to this and he's just
shout out to the tattoo
he's like,
guy.
Shit.
Yeah. It's okay.
It was a fun night though.
Yeah.
Probably a night I'll never forget because it was such a unique.
Yeah, a lot of people went. I
don't think how many people have given someone a tattoo. Have you given someone a tattoo?
No.
Exactly. Like I feel like I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I wouldn't even like trust myself. Like if someone asked me, I'd be like, no, sorry, you gotta.
I don't know what. The fact I don't know what was running through my head. I was just like, anyone in this room, I can probably do it a little bit better because I'm like more sober. I probably fucked it up.
He's probably like the next morning he like looks at it and he's like, fuck.
He doesn't even know what it is.
Probably he's like, what is this again? Does he even remember you? Do you think he remembers you?
I mean, I've never spoke to him.
Oh shit. Well, he's gonna be like, well, hopefully I see him again one day.
Yeah, hopefully he can thank me or get mad at me.
Fuck.
We're gonna go straight into it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, I hit you up about coming on. And it's because I've always been like, I've had this like fascination about like Hawaiian and like Polynesian culture. And so that's why like the first thing I asked you was like, hey, did you like, are you from like Hawaii? Like, right? So when we're so excited to come on, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so cool because I get to learn. Yeah. And now everybody gets to learn. Right. Yeah.
Because like there's not a lot of Hawaii people that are like at UCI, you know. So.
Where were you born?
Born, raised, made in Hawaii, Oahu specifically. Oahu. Yeah. Growing up, I mean, like, it was like, honestly, like, I'm so glad I like am from there. Like, I'm so proud of where I come from. Yeah. It's like deeply rooted in me. So, yeah, gosh, like, I mean, I grew up with like diversity. Everybody around me was like. So
like, how would you describe Oahu to like the other islands, or like just take me through what it was like to grow up through like elementary, middle school, that you So like when you talk about it, we could see if there's any differences between me growing up in like California and stuff. Yeah.
So like I don't think it was any different.
Yeah.
Like I went like elementary. I went through elementary.
Okay.
Like kindergarten to 6th grade, and then I went to middle school, which was 7th and 8th grade. It was like completely separate. Located in Ewa Beach. Okay. I just wanted to give a shout out to Ewa Beach, 76 South.
Wow. You think they're gonna be listening?
I told my friends about this.
Oh, awesome.
And I was like, that's you guys, cool. I hope you all support.
That's super cool.
Excuse me. And then high school. Yeah, high school was like, again, like a diverse group of like individuals.
So what do you mean like diversity? Like
you have people from, you got like military, you got like
so
American,
social. Okay,
like,
awesome.
Like huge. And like I'm very multi-ethnic, I guess that's what you would say.
I think so.
Yeah, like everybody in Hawaii, like if you know someone from Hawaii, like they have at least like 4 more ethnicities.
Okay.
So like we're all just combined and like all like are together. And with that like interaction between all of us, we like it brings like a sense of community, I guess. Yeah.
Can you give us examples? Like, can you give me an example of like
the way we talk? I mean, we like it's like I don't even know, like it's so hard to describe. But like I was talking about pigeon. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to like.
Why?
But like, I don't know. Like we're just like when I mean like we're all like a sense of community. Like we just I don't know. Like we're just.
There's like certain things that like make you different from like other places. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Like
there's things that you guys do.
Well, yeah. Like I said, like the pigeon thing. Like we speak pigeon. It's a language. Yeah. It's the way we like converse and stuff. Like, cause like you guys, I don't know, you guys have like slang and like other shit. Like, is that type of thing? Like, you can hear it in my act, like, cause I have like I was mentioning like I have an accent and stuff, and I think that's like my pigeon trying to like force its way out. Okay. Yeah, but sometimes like if I speak that here, like if I come here and I start speaking pigeon and like. No one's gonna understand what I'm saying. Like they're gonna be like.
So you're saying like there's certain things like that make. Like your community.
Like different. Another thing is like we all come from like different like economic classes. Like we're like there's the rich mixed in with the poor.
In high school.
Yeah, in high school. So you know you get a sense of like where everyone's from, which is like the best thing. Like, and that builds character for sure. Yeah. Like I'm like I think. I'm so humble because of where I come from. Yeah. I mean, like, everyone's so humble back home, like, in Hawaii. Like, you just, you know everyone, you know what people are going through. You have a sense of, like, you're very empathetic. Like, you get very empathetic for other people, and you meet other people.
Yeah. So when you were growing up, did you see that all through, like, elementary, middle school, and, like, high school? Yeah. Or did it just start in high school? Like, that sense of where you were, like, that small community. Is it like so it's just what I'm trying to understand is like so the island I'm guessing is big regardless, right? It's huge. So like where does that sense of like being small and like connected come from?
I think it's just from I'm trying to think.
Or like why do you feel so like you know everybody? Like is it because you guys are so open?
It's like everyone's so open. How everyone's raised, like it's like the same thing. Like our parents are the same, like the way they raised us. Okay. Like, you know, if don't do bad things in school, or else you're gonna get lickings, which is like spankings, like or like you know that type of stuff. Like it's just like we felt like we all grew up the same. Yeah. That's why we're so like my friends and I. We know how our families are because we understand because that's how we were all raised. And it's different because I feel like it's different than like how people were raised here. Okay. That's why it's like I can't.
I mean, I like.
I'm trying to understand too, so you can explain.
Yeah. I guess there's a sense of like where I think every place is going to be a bit different. Yeah. And it might be completely different because what I think is you guys is like. The culture there is so rich and like so different in the sense where like growing up, like I grew up with like Mexican culture,
Uh-huh.
right? Which is like in California, there's no like California culture.
Yeah.
It's just everyone's so different where it's like they grew up with like Asian background, but then we just met. But I think there are little things that everybody kind of does the same that connects us, where like we can have that conversation we have like that we had on like on the beach, and we just connected because it's like there's got to be at least some things that because I mean
can, like,
there's some kids out there that are gonna hear you like well you said the lickings and and they're gonna be like
stuff. They're like
my mom
like my mom
kicked
was
my
like
butt
that.
sometime,
And like it's just another thing is like the way our parents speak to us, like
like what do you mean?
Like they that's how I get my that's how I got like my pigeon and like my moke side, what we would say, like I got it from my mom. Like my mom, she grew up there. Like a lot of
so what was moke side?
Moke, like moke. Yeah, moke. It means like it means like just very like I don't even know how to describe it. Like I'm trying to think like what's the equivalent to moke here? Like very tita. Like I said, remember I told you about the word tita?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Very big, like open, like don't give two shits, which you say, like that type. Yeah, I definitely get it from my mom. I mean, like she grew up in Hawaii too, born and raised there. So that's another thing. Like she knew, like it was the same thing for her. Like she grew up with other people, and that were raised there that were like different from her. You know, we didn't have immigrant parents. They were all in Hawaii. Back in like the plantation days. So that's how like I think that's why we're so mixed. And,
I think
like,
so. I think that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Where like there's no. I think that's where it is different. Like right off the bat, in elementary, you already know that everyone else has the same thing. Whereas in like growing up here, you don't really know. Yeah. Because things might be different. Yeah. Because you look over and it's like, okay, he's Asian, I'm Mexican. Right. He's American. Yeah. Right. Where like there's key things that are gonna be different. Right. Or like maybe the kid didn't get spanked because my mom's a little bit more, you know, like. Yeah.
Like it's fine.
But then you guys like know that. It's the same.
It's the same.
So like you connect right off the bat, and then because I don't think I started to realize that everyone's got something in common. Yeah. More until like high school and then college. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, cause
there was not a lot of like children that had immigrant parents. Like there were. There were, but they still didn't. They still acclimate. Like they just really like. They were part of Hawaii culture. It wasn't. They weren't like so. They weren't one-sided. They were always like where they were from. That's how they were gonna be. You know, it wasn't gonna just be like, oh, like if I'm Asian, like I'm only like I only have an Asian mentality. You know. But yeah, like that's how to like I like for me too. Like we don't even celebrate like. I don't like when you have like you know Mexican culture like you guys celebrate different things on like different days and stuff. Like for us, like for me, like I never really like celebrated anything specifically from my ethnicity that I have. Okay. It was more like I would celebrate other cultures and other backgrounds.
You're proud. So you're proud to be born and raised. Yeah. Right. But it was your first time coming to the U.S. to like stay for a long time. To the mainland, like you say.
Yeah. I'm still part of the U.S.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Wow. Coming to the mainland was for like university, college.
Yeah, just
coming
for
to
school.
UCI, right?
Yeah.
And how's that?
Definitely.
So it's just because I know you were telling me at the beginning. I didn't know how to transition into the thing you were telling me at the beginning of your university experience.
Oh yeah, like you don't know how I made it this far.
You said it wasn't the best, and I think if we talk about it, because we didn't really talk about it that much, I think we talk about it. Whatever you say is gonna help whoever's listening. And
right.
No, don't pressure.
I know.
Don't pressure at all. Just like, and I have no idea what's been like, what even.
Yeah. What happened
or like, but think if we talked about it.
Okay, I'm fine with talking about it.
I know, like, maybe help someone. Or, like, maybe someone will... You know?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I'm down to talk about it. Because I never really, like, talked about it, like, with other people. I mean, like, because I feel like no one cares. Like, it's just, like, something, like, I feel like everybody, I don't know, but when I first came to UCI, like, I was really excited. I was, like, actually, let's start from, like, when I was in high school.
The very beginning.
Like, high school. I was, like, I want to get off this rock, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to leave. I just want to, like, experience new things, I guess. And, you know, like, I wasn't hating Hawaii. I was just, like, I grew up here all my life. Like, I want to try and live somewhere else, you know? And then, so I was, like, I got into UCI, and I was, like, dope. Like, I might take this offer. Yeah. Like, I think I really want to go. And my dad was on board with it. My mom was on board with it as well. So I was really excited. I was like, yes, I'm gonna make new friends. Like, you go into, like, college. I don't even know if, like, this is true too, like, for other people, but you go into college with high expectations. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna have so many friends.
Change your life, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna join so many clubs and groups and all of that. And then I came into UCI, and then I met my wonderful roommate, my first roommate. Her name is Alice. I love her. Alice Young. Shout out to you. I love her so much. She has, like, a special place in my heart.
That's awesome.
She helped me a lot throughout freshman year, but I'll get into that. So coming here, I was like, okay, like, this is different. There's new people. Like, I don't know, like, and I felt like an outcast. Like, I was kind of like, I don't know, like, if it's different here. Like, how should I approach people? Like, I was really scared. Like, social anxiety, like, type of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I tried to make friends in, like, my, like, majors and stuff, and, like, it kind of didn't work out because, like, I felt like I couldn't connect with a lot of people, and a lot of people were just, like, I don't know, it just kind of, like, it was, like, it felt like high school again. Yeah. Very cliquey.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit.
Yeah, very cliquey. You know, I still see this today. Like, people are still very judgmental and very, like, and it's hard for, like, I can feel it. I can sense it. I don't know how, but I sense it, and I, like, just push my way immediately because I'm not, like, I don't do that.
Yeah, and I mean, so we'll keep going, but I just wanted to kind of repeat what I told you, and it was just, like, I felt kind of the same way. Where, like, I, like, had such high expectations for UCI specifically. Like, I was super looking forward to, like, joining. And it turned out to be an amazing, like, I wouldn't trade coming here for anything, right? But when I came to SPOT, remember what I was telling you?
SPOT,
like, the summer orientation?
Yes.
I came in, and I was expecting it to be so different.
Yeah,
because I was expecting it to be not cliquey, not high school-esque. Like, everyone's going to be open, get to know them. Like, there's going to be so much ideas, people coming from around the country, and, you know? Yeah. And then you end up going, and then what I didn't realize in that moment was it's just been a couple months since we've graduated, right?
We don't even know.
And we haven't really been in college to get other exposure from, like, fourth years and third years, right? Yeah. So I was really let down, and I was like, dang, I don't even know if I want to, like, it's the exact same thing. Like, I don't want to do this again. Like, I don't want to do another 4 years, right? But, I mean, stuck through and slowly after the first years.
And what also helped is that you're in a frat.
Oh, yeah, that helped.
That's
when I joined fall quarter, that helped a lot. Yeah.
Definitely, like, I can't, like, it's, like, it's crazy to me because, like, I didn't even want to join one. Like, I was hearing all about it. Like, everyone was going crazy. Like, sorority this, sorority that. Like, it's so fun. Like, especially, like, social media is so big. Like, I would see it on my feed all the time. I'm like, wow, everyone's, like, having fun, making friends. And I'm like, I mean, I guess.
But there's got to be some, it's like, not everything on social media is always going to be
like real. Yeah, true. Yeah.
You know, you don't know what, like,
they're just posting the fun times.
The fun, like, literally just the fun times. Yeah. So you don't know if, like,
like, what's going on and stuff. And plus we didn't back home, like I didn't know about sororities or fraternities. Yeah, I didn't. So like when I came here, it was like I was like, oh shit, like
this is a thing.
This is a thing. Like this is.
And that was like your fall quarter, like when you were.
Yeah.
So this is your first year. You're still like it was kind of it happened all the first year where you were kind of trying to find out.
Yeah, I was trying to figure myself out. I also like in fall quarter I broke up with my boyfriend at the time.
Why you all nervous? Why'd you get all nervous?
I don't know. But I broke up with I broke up with my boyfriend at the time.
Damn.
I was just like, I wanna like just be single. Like I just don't wanna deal with all that relationship stuff. And it was long distance. I was like, nah.
From back?
No, he was going like to school in Connecticut.
Oh.
So I was like, hell no. Like this is not happening.
I thought you met like back in Hawaii.
Yeah, so I met him in Hawaii in high school.
And then
like
got it.
he went to Connecticut. He actually had to go for like training and stuff. Like summertime though. So like we were starting that long distance thing. Blah. So I was like, nah, like I'm not trying to do that. And then I did that whole freshman edge thing. I totally forgot about that. That's where I met friends. Like I met like couple friends that I still have. They're my roommates, and like I love.
This is in the summer, right?
In the summer, before going into fall quarter. But you know, like you get into your fall quarter and you're like, okay, cool. Like I made my friends, but I want to make more friends. I want to socialize and stuff. And then it just didn't happen. Like I think I was just too scared or too timid. People just rubbed me off a certain way. Like I just I didn't vibe with it. I don't know. So I was like, okay, I don't have friends. It's fine. So I was like, let me just hang out with my other friends that I have. And then my roommate, she had a boyfriend at the time too. So that kind of was like, oh shit, like, okay, cool. And then my friends that I made at Freshman Edge, they started having boyfriends. Like they started getting into relationships. So I'm like, okay, fuck, like I don't have like, you know, like now they're like getting into.
It starts to get all like
I have no one at this point.
Yeah, of course.
So I was just by myself most of the time in freshman year, like minding my own business, eating by myself, studying by myself. I know it's so yeah, no, it was depressing. Like I was like, it got really like dark at like one point, like where it was like, fuck, like I'm like super lonely. Like, do I want a boyfriend now? Like, do I need to like get a boyfriend now? Do I need to like go out?
But for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it would be, I guess, for the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah, I felt like I would. Yeah, I believe that. And then I also felt really like ugly. Like I would just.
Which you're not, by the way.
God, thank you.
You're very beautiful.
Stop. Oh my gosh. No, but like freshman year, like definitely you could see a glow up from like freshman year to like
everyone glowed up.
And I was like, I thought I was so fucking cute in freshman year. I was like, I look back at those pictures, I'm like, girl, you were not.
Yeah. I get you. I feel you right there. I'm right there.
Yeah, like, yeah, it was a really dark time. I was just really insecure. I hated myself. No one wanted to talk to me. I didn't feel like anyone was interested in like going up to me and talking to me because I was like scary. I didn't want to like I didn't want to go up to people and like and then like embarrass myself in that moment. And then I got to my second year, and then that's when like I felt really alone. Like that's when it really hit me. Like I was like depressed and like I was just like really sad, and it was like a really bad time.
Was there any
bad anxiety
when that was happening? Did you like what were the things you're trying to do to make you feel better that ended up not working, or like just so like we like
like eating, like I ate a lot. I gained a lot of freaking weight like my first 2 years of college. Like,
so you try to like, and that was just
like it was just
something like a byproduct of it, or you thought like
I would no I think it was I think it was like comfort. It was my comfort.
Okay.
To make me feel better. You know, like calling my parents back home and stuff. Like it's just a call though, like FaceTime and stuff. Like it just didn't feel
the same.
Yeah, it didn't feel the same. And then like trying to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
But like it's like weird because like they would just like talk about their boyfriends all the time. But like it's like I can't relate to it as much. So like I would try to like put my like get out more and like talk to students in class, like, oh, like, do you guys want to study and stuff? But like we weren't like friends. I didn't like make friends out of it. It was just like and then again in my second year I realized like, okay, this is like my mom. I was even telling my mom too, like I was like, Mom, like I don't know like what I'm doing, like I'm so sad, like I hate myself. I got to the point where I was like, I hate myself here, like I hate it here. I was so negative. And she's like, you need to go to counseling. Okay. So I went to like the counseling center.
Yeah, here at UCI.
Yeah.
Yes. Right across from Student Center.
Yeah, and then like I was in like a group therapy session for a bit, to talk about like our really bad like anxiety and stuff. Cause like that was another thing, like anxiety was at an all-time high. Yeah. Like.
And you think this is all coming from your like sense of loneliness or
loneliness? Like... Yeah, that and like it was just completely different. It almost felt like a culture shock to me. Coming up here. Like I didn't know how people rolled around here. Like I don't know if people like cared if I was like from Hawaii. Like I don't know if like people know. Like I was just like whatever. Yeah. But it was like I was very alone. And this happens with a lot of like Hawaii students that go like come up to me.
And that's why like when we start to like talk more and go more into it, is that why I want to get to know Hawaii more. Yeah. Because I feel like it is so different.
It is
where, like, if I were to go to Hawaii, I'd be like...
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, in Hawaii, like, everyone's so, like, open. We're all, like, chill. We're all, like, just chilling, I guess. Like, we're just all cool. Like, it's, like, nothing weird, nothing cliquey. We weren't so hype about everything.
And it's so weird to me because that's growing up, that's what all I knew is that there's cliques, there's this, there's that.
Yeah, we had our cliques and stuff, but we still we were still talking to people. We still we know it was just we were all the same. We just all had just different friends. We just all connected differently. But when I came here, it was just like I don't know if I can connect to people the way I connect back home. I met with what we were talking before, how we build community together. Like here, it was just like who can I connect with? Who can I talk about Hawaii with? Who would be interested? Who can relate to me? Yeah. And how I grew up. And there was no one at all. So that's why I think that's what made me feel really lonely. Was just I didn't find someone to just relate to. Yeah.
And then
and then after my second year,
I'm hoping there's a
there's a positive yeah. There is definitely
well, I mean, because you look great, you look happy, you look
it definitely is weird. My third year, everything started to happen. People started coming up to me more. People started talking to me more. And I was like, wait, what? What happened? I don't know what's going on.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. Instagram, maybe I followed people and they're like, oh shit, I noticed you're from Instagram, you followed me, and I'm like, oh yeah, and stuff like that. People just and sliding into my DMs and stuff.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know what happened. It was just it all happened this quarter, actually, winter quarter, in my third year. That's where crazy. Shit started happening. And I was thinking where was this energy 2 years ago? No. Yeah. So now I'm having fun, doing my thing, but then school is also another factor into all of this. Yeah. we're surrounded by like smart ass people.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, holy shit! Like I can't. Like
stop. Why you keep
no.
doing that?
I just question myself because it's
of course. I mean, everyone's always gonna question themselves, but there's a
like,
reason that you're here.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you gotta remember that, and everyone's gonna remember that. It's like there's a reason that you're where you're at.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you like. So there might be 1 or 2 people in this whole school that maybe slid past.
Right.
Like you're like, I don't know.
I was like, okay.
But it's definitely not you.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not going to be the normal person.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that they're here. There's a reason you're here. Like UCI is, we're surrounded by geniuses.
Yeah.
But also just people that have strengths in their specific things.
Like persevering.
You know what I mean? Like I know I'm not the smartest person at math.
Yeah.
Right? But that doesn't bog me down and that doesn't stop me from like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. I definitely learned to persevere. Yeah. Perseverance is like a big thing.
Well, especially because of those first 2 years that you had where you're like,
I want
to get through.
Yeah, I was like, I want to go home. Like I was like, I'm over this shit. Like I don't want to be around these people. I was like, fuck all of you. Like, I hate all of you guys. Like, and like I realized I was like, geez, like why was I so fucking like negative? Like I didn't have to be. But now, like in my 3rd year, like I feel better, like way better. I mean, you definitely have like roadblocks in your first 2 years. Like I hope I hope people like who are watching this, like that are going into like college, like it happens to everyone. Yeah, like, there's a lot of people that.
But we do have some high school listeners.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does. It happen. Like you're gonna go through like some deep shit in college.
And I'm very, very glad that you opened up.
Oh, thank you.
Like I know that's probably like super, super tough.
Yeah.
To like open up.
It's just weird because like I don't know how to like word it.
No, it's totally fine.
Offend anybody.
No. The fact that you even talked about it is awesome. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me open. Like it just I don't really talk about it as much.
No. I mean, but it's good too.
Yeah. Because again, like a lot of people go through this shit.
Yeah, and it just helps to like talk to someone else.
It does.
That actually cares.
Yeah.
Or like is genuine.
Uh-huh.
I hope I feel you.
No, feel like you are helping a lot. Like
or just
it
like
helps.
Genuinely, like we're just having a conversation.
Yeah. Just.
Well, I just feel like it's only been 2 times.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I've gotten to know you a bit.
Yeah.
You seem like a cool person.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But.
But let's get into Hawaiian culture.
Yes.
Because now I want them all to know
about me.
Oh no. But I want them because it's Hawaii is you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all in me. It's like I said, deeply
so
rooted.
So we're gonna get to know you as well.
But
I want you to tell me. Let's jump into
Hawaiian culture, like you said.
Yes. So Oahu. So tell us like the main islands. What are the big main islands?
So there's Hawaii, which is the big island. It's
so the way you say
called,
it. So it's
okay. So the way you actually say it is Hawaii.
Okay. Can I try or?
Yeah, go. Let's say
one more.
Hawaii.
Good.
Yeah. It's there. Good. Good for your first time. And then there's Maui.
Okay.
Kaho'olawe, Molokai, Oahu, where I'm from, Lanai, Kauai. Am I missing anything?
Oh, if those are the big ones. Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying the whole, like, all of them.
Tell us all of them.
I think that's all of them.
You said there's 8, right?
Yeah. Did I say 8? I don't know.
Oh.
I hope.
If not,
here, wait. Let me
go ahead. Yeah.
God, there's just so many of them.
We'll take 2-second break.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the audio.
Yes.
But we'll keep going.
Okay. Yes. Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot another island. How did I?
Just gonna check the audio.
We gotta redo that part.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you nervous about messing up about Hawaii?
Yeah.
You're fine. Thank you again for talking about that.
So there's 8 islands. Yeah, there's 8 islands. The main one is Oahu.
Okay.
That's where the capital is, Honolulu.
Okay.
That's where Waikiki is, all of that, North Shore, all of that. But there's 8 islands. Again, there's the Big Island, which is Hawaii. Hawaii. Say it.
Okay. Okay. So one more time.
Hawaii.
I'm scared. So.
No, you're fine. Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Okay, that was better.
Yeah. Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay. Good for his first time.
Thank you.
Hawaii, Molokai, Kaho'olawe, which is like there's no one living on that island because of target practice by the military, which is like a big thing. Like it's horrible. Like don't support it. Hawaii, Molokai, Kaho'olawe, Maui, Lanai, Oahu. Did I say Kauai?
Yeah, it's fine. You can pull up the phone.
Shit.
You're fine.
And then Lanai.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I said Lanai. Ni'ihau. Ni'ihau is the last one.
Awesome.
Ni'ihau. Yeah, sorry. I named all of them. Yeah. But the main island is Oahu. That's where like all the tourists are. Okay. And that's where that's like the very overpopulated one. We have like bad home, like a big homeless
so
problem.
that video that you sent me.
Yeah.
So you sent me a video, and I put a link in the
description box.
In the description. So cringe.
I know. It's so weird. Cringe. I would never imagine myself saying that.
I know. That's it's always so weird.
I know.
But yeah. So that video was based on Oahu.
So that video talks about like the homeless on the west side of the island.
Do you want to talk about that?
Right, we can talk about like a little bit. Yeah. So like like it's good to talk about it just because like everyone thinks let's go to Hawaii, let's have fun, let's like go to paradise, take a break and all of that. Vacation. But like there's just so many problems that affect the people that live there.
And I'm gonna be honest, and I think one of the big reasons why I never really knew about Hawaii was because I was like subject to that thinking of like whenever I thought of Hawaii, I just thought a beach, palm trees, and a sunset.
Yeah, and people,
you know what I mean, and vacation. That's all I thought about.
Yeah, and everyone, and there'd be like ignorant people where it's like, do you guys live in like grass huts and like do you guys like?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I know, but there's like some people out there. That's good though, because like there's some people out there that actually ask shit like that, and it's like, you guys need to read a book.
Read a book.
Yeah, but
or watch this podcast.
Exactly. But yeah, there's just so many problems in Hawaii that like no one really takes account of. Like no one like thinks about. You just visit the island, help our economy. Yeah, great. And then like just I don't know. Like it's just this thing where like I wish and hope people can appreciate Hawaii and their culture a lot more. It's a big thing, and people who live there, we take pride. Like you don't even have to be Hawaiian, but if you were raised in Hawaii and you live there, like you learn to like really appreciate it and give respect to the culture, which is like a big thing. Yeah,
you were telling me that some of the new homeowners that after a couple years they start to realize like, oh, maybe like they start to like give a little bit more respect. They like start to like,
because you get put in your place back in Hawaii. Like if you're living there, like the people that are living there around you, like they're gonna put you in your place. Like you need to know your place. Like you don't act like you're top shit around there.
You that was a big thing from the last time we talked about that. Like, I feel is pretty like big in the culture. Yeah. Because you said that you would like mention that a lot.
Don't cross people's lines. Don't just don't do it.
That's where that word came. The
humility.
No. That kind of
community.
No, that's that word you taught me. That word you taught me. It was like the mock. But the
mana. No.
But the other one.
Oh, what word?
Something with the T. Tita.
Oh, the tita comes out.
Yeah,
like the tita. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Oh my gosh. So sorry. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. I was like, what are we talking about? No, that's my tita coming out right now. Yeah. Like all of that I just said. yeah, Tita. Like, you know, like, it's just like.
Sorry, I totally blanked out. I knew you like talked about it before, but like Tita.
Yeah, like, don't. Yeah, just like there's people around. Just don't cross their lines. Respect it, because you will get put in your place. If you're not from here and you just moved over there.
Yeah.
For like, you know, just to live there. Like, you gotta know what's up. You gotta you gotta know how we roll. But like the homeless thing, going back to the homeless thing, like again, like that's a big problem, and that's happening on the west side of the island. And now more tourists are like going on that side of the island, and like, you know, it's becoming more trendy. But that side of the island is like very like it's old. It's a very old community over there. I mean, my mom's from that side. She's from Waianae. I mean, there's just so many things happening on that side that like we should be paying attention like about. I mean,
one of the
like homelessness, like it's a big thing.
Like one of the biggest things, and like something that stuck to my ear was like in the video when the guy was like, it's like sad to see that the Hawaiian people in our culture are the ones who are homeless in our own home.
In our own home.
Yeah,
you know,
like he was like, and that's crazy, and it's kind of, and I don't know if I'm pushing it too far or making like a too big of a connection or.
No.
It's like, it's Native Americans. It's.
Yeah, like
it's
indigenous.
It's indigenous people. It's like
Yeah.
the home, and it's what happened before, and it's sort of happening in a way.
And what doesn't help is that, again, like people from the mainland are coming over, spiking up our like housing prices. I mean, like again, like we can't live there as much, you know. Again, and plus like college students, they don't want to come home a lot of the time, which they want to, but they just can't. It's just freaking expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's sad seeing people kind of being pushed out of their home.
Because it is.
It is home. Like that's our land. That's ours basically. We're trying to. It's sad seeing them struggle. But you know, you just always have to like, when you go there, you just always have to think that, because especially on the west side, when tourists do go and see, like, they're like, oh, paradise, and then they're like, holy shit, like, it's like, look at all these homeless people, like, it's a mess, you know. It's like, it's gonna be like a big shock to people. It's like, oh god, this is I didn't think it was like this.
That happened to me when I went to Miami.
Right.
Where like I was going for like pure vacation. I'm going to Paradise. I'm going to South Beach. You know,
going to the beach.
Yeah. I'm going to like the big places, but there's this moment, and this is like super glad because my brother has like a nice job and everything. Yeah. And he has like this company car, like this Camaro, this convertible.
Okay, wow.
So I'm like, I have the top down.
Yeah, you're living lavish.
I'm driving through the city, going over the bridges, seeing everything. Yeah. And as soon as I pull into the city, make a left. Yeah. Homeless. Everywhere.
And you're just like,
and I'm like,
oh shit. Like,
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I forgot. Like, for a second, I forgot that this is what it is. Or even in the biggest, most beautiful cities like Miami, New York, Los Angeles, there's still, you know what I mean? Yeah. And for a second I forgot, and it was a good reminder of like, okay.
Yeah, like let me like tone it down a little bit. That's where it comes from too. It's like
at the check of like,
like you can't act
be
top
humble.
Shit. Yeah, you can't act top shit in Hawaii as much because it's like, oh shit, like not a lot of people have this lifestyle as me. Like I need to like calm down. Yeah, like, no one cares. Like they're going through some shit. Like why would I want to flaunt about it? Yeah. And it makes you think. Like, you're probably driving. You're like, fuck. Like, you're like,
like enjoy it more, but also be like, okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So that's that. Yeah. So that's on the west side.
The west side mostly. And then there's the east side of the island.
Okay. And this is again like, all Oahu, right?
All Oahu, yeah. That's where like a lot of rich people live. Okay. Like specifically like Waikiki, Hawaii Kai. I'm just naming these.
I love
these
the way
cities.
It's so cool.
I know, like I'm just naming these cities like Kahala and stuff and like that. Like it's like all old money. Like
Okay.
I honestly, and like people who move on that side of the island because that's the nicer part of the island. You know, that's where all the houses are, and they move on top of like the beach, which is like it's irritating because like they take away our beach access for people, and it's like it's just like fuck, man. Like
because you were saying like they move it onto the beach and now it becomes private property.
Yeah.
And you can't really.
You can't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're just like taking land from our people.
Yeah.
And you know that's when you go on that side of the island and I'm from the west side too. So when you come it's like so polar opposite. When you're on that side, it's like you have to. It's almost like you have to act a certain way. We're like, oh shit, like we're on the east side.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta be all like
oh shit, like let's like we're like people are driving nice ass cars on that side, and it's all different. And then like there's the private schools too, and it's just completely different. So that's just how it is. That's why another thing like I was gonna mention, like that's why I like visiting LA a lot, like getting out of Irvine, because like Irvine doesn't.
Irvine is
oh god.
skew of your.
No, yeah, I like literally. Like it's just like I shout out to the Irvine people, but
no, Irvine and Newport, which is a beautiful city.
Yeah.
And they like
nice.
They keep it amazing.
Right.
It's a nice to like come and it's relaxed and everything, but it is not the world at all.
No.
Not even like Irvine and Newport.
We grew up with character, and like Irvine doesn't have character. That's the thing.
It's
it's
because it's so polished.
It is.
It's so like it's too perfect.
Right, and I can't
it's
be
scary.
that. You can't fit yourself. I can't fit myself in there.
Yeah,
it's like okay, like I can't like. So that's why me and my friend Angel
go
to LA a lot, because it's like it's so diverse.
But that's good to like realize that like it's because I don't think there's anyone. I hope there's not anyone that thinks Irvine and Newport is real life,
right?
Or is the world?
Is the world? Yeah.
Because it's not in the slightest.
It's not. We don't even have homeless here. Like
we do. They just.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I just don't.
They scoot them away. They put them away.
Like I barely. It's just like because.
That's a very bad. Like I don't mean to like make that a joke or anything, but.
No, yeah, but
like. They really incite the rules.
Yeah.
And the federal codes that the city can use to put homeless in certain places and keep them away from the streets because you don't see them at all.
Yeah, you just don't see them at all. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
and
I don't see any. Like, I don't.
It skews your vision.
Yeah.
That's why, from being here for a couple months and then going to Miami and realize like, oh wait.
Yeah.
I mean like.
Yeah, like
I've been living in
on a beach and I don't. Yeah. It's like even like my mom and like when I go back home and like my friends are like, you're like sheltered, like you don't see, because like when I go back home I see everybody like it's just hilarious. It's just like it's so different. That's why like going to LA, like I feel more sense of like home. It's like okay, like there's a lot of diversity and like I get to see like crazy shit happen, you know. In Irvine, I don't like. It's so boring. It's so bland. It's
you can make it fun.
Yeah, you can make it fun. And also, I don't have a car, unfortunately. So it's like I can barely get out.
It's a big city.
Yeah, it is. But yeah.
Can I rapid fire some questions to you?
Okay.
Because I don't know how much time we have.
I know. Shit. I wish. I know.
It's okay. Totally okay. So food. Can you tell me like the biggest things you love?
I love everything.
So
like, I'm not a picky eater.
How about like specific Hawaiian food? Because we talked about it a little bit where I was like the only Hawaiian food I know.
Yeah, that's right.
The Hawaiian I know is like Hawaiian, the L&L and poke. There you go.
Poke. It's poke actually. To correct everybody out there.
Yeah.
Poke.
Okay.
Poke has been around Hawaii for like a long time, and then like coming here and seeing it become like a trend, and like people like putting like different shit into it. It kind of like. So
what's the raw essence? Or like what is poke?
Like poke, is just fish, and like we just like have like sauces, like we put sauces together and onions and like that's pretty much it, and it's like super good. We can like buy it at the supermarket for like a big tub.
Yeah, you're telling me that like it's like
it's like a normal thing to get. Like you can get it anywhere, and it's bomb.
Yeah.
But like here, it's like you can't just go to the supermarket and get like a good like
big amount without
big amount
costing,
with like a good
$20,000.
Yeah, like or like it's not good. Like it just doesn't look appetizing to me here. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. Like, it just doesn't.
I'm
like,
sure there's some people that are like, man, poke's good though.
Yeah, poke's good. It's good. I'm like, well, you need to like let me show you some like.
Or at least like they need to like, I guess what it is, it's not what I think. It's like it's not bad to like this for them, for like people like pokey or like poke. Like it's not bad for them to like it.
No, it's not bad.
But they need to know like
like
where it comes from.
It would be great.
You know
yeah. It'd be great. Like it's
because I think what the problem is to think that is real Hawaiian poke. To be like what I'm eating is the real.
Yeah.
But to understand that this is a different.
It's
like this is a California influenced or like this is a different influence.
Yeah, California has put a lot of influence into poke. And it's like we question it a lot. We're just like, oh shit, okay. But again, like I enjoy like Hawaiian food is like my favorite. Like I every time I go back home.
So like, can you give me like examples like what is considered like Hawaiian food?
Like lao. It's like meat like wrapped in like leaves and it's like steamed. It can be steamed, I guess. It's really good. I know. It's good. I know. Like you have to just have to grow up in Hawaii to like really like love it. Cause like you don't have to be Hawaiian.
Is there certain places in Hawaii that you could recommend that are like in Oahu?
Everyone goes to like this place Hawaiian. That's like.
How about for me? Like if I were to go, like what would you recommend me? What okay? You can get, like, take me through a trip.
Okay.
I got 3 days. What should I do? What should I go? See, eat, try.
Yeah, you should definitely try Hawaiian food. Like I don't think anybody goes to Hawaii and try like good authentic Hawaiian food. Let me search up the place real quick.
Yeah.
Highway Inn is like a good start for like Hawaiian food.
So I get there, it's like 8 a.m.
Oh shit, maybe not. Hawaiian food, maybe enjoy it like as like dinner, lunch. Okay. Yeah. What else can you do? You can also get like bomb Hawaiian food at like what's it called? Like the cars, the fucking like it's
like a food truck.
Food trucks.
The cars.
The cars. What are the cars called? Oh yes. Helena's. That's bomb Hawaiian
and where's
food.
That? What's that?
So it's in like it's in the I would consider it like east-ish side. It's away from west side. It's like in the middle.
Okay.
It's right before the like where the city starts.
Okay.
It's in Kalihi. It's in actually a pretty rough area. It's like it's not like a nice restaurant. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's not like a nice looking restaurant.
But that's like.
But the food, oh god,
yeah.
Oh my god, that's like I know what I'm doing for spring break is going to that place.
Going to that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No. Mexico or like LA's so beautiful. But it's because when they come, they only see the best of the best, you know?
The tourist attractions.
Growing up in SoCal and growing up in LA and going to see Hollywood, you see the beautiful, you see all the shining lights and everything, but you turn the street corner or you turn certain areas and it's not as beautiful.
Yeah.
But LA, like I'm diehard LA and I'm super glad that I was born and raised in LA County and like in the area. So for me, it's like getting to talk to someone that was born and raised in Hawaii that can tell us all the beautiful like parts of it, all the amazing food and all the culture, but also at the same time give us the real like take on what's going on.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, you know, we have our tourist attractions. I mean, like the entire island, like wherever you go, is like beautiful. Like it's just so diverse there, And I think that's why it's just like everyone's just like so close. And I think that's why it's like, I don't know, like that's like the best part about Hawaii. It's like you meet so many different people from like so like different backgrounds. It's just like whoa, like you learn a lot. Like when I like high school, like I mean you were going to school with like lower, middle, upper class families, like or kids who that grew up with those type of families. And like you just get to like experience so many different stories and experiences from everybody. And like, you know, no one like another thing is like no one flaunts back home. That's the other thing. I mean like that's like, oh my god, that's like the best thing. Like when I came here, like there's flaunters all around this place. Like but like back home,
you've told me before.
Yeah, it's like that's why like definitely though like very proud of where we come from. Like definitely like I rep Hawaii so hard. Like anyone from Hawaii, like we like stand hard with that place. Like ride or die. But obviously you gotta be like born and raised there. Of course you would like know. But yeah, like it definitely made my home, Hawaii, like definitely made me who I am today. Like it's I don't know.
Well, I'll help you out with questions. I guess my first thing is, how'd you learn about all those stories, or how'd you know about how diverse? Because you talk a lot about the diversity of Hawaii, but and specifically social classes. Like, how'd you get to learn that? Like, what is it? Made conversations, friends?
Like I mean, like class. You know, we all get to meet each other. We have to talk to each other. You know, everyone was just like really cool, and everyone was like really nice to each other. You know, it's just like it was kind of sort of like creating, like putting on like a mask, like not a mask, but like knowing that like oh like I'm cool with you, you're cool with me. Like there's no, just don't cross my line again. Like just don't. Like, we're just all cool. Like, let's not beef. There's no need for that. Keep the aloha. And just chill. But, like with my friends, too, like, I don't know, we just all met. Because, like, the school that I went to, I mean, like, it was in the middle. Like, again, like, the entire neighborhood that surrounds that school. Like, again, like, military, upper class, lower class, middle class. I mean, like, we all come together and you just find friends that you like love so much and you connect with. And they end up being from the same area. But like from different parts, like different lifestyles. Different lifestyle. We all grew up the same. Like the reason why like I'm friends with my friends that I have today is like we just all grew up the same. We all like we just understand each other. We get our vibe. Like the way we were raised. I mean, like, being raised in Hawaii, I mean, again, we're so diverse. There's so many people that surround us, so many cultures. I mean, we got Japanese, Chinese, Portuguese, Hawaiian, Filipino. Like, we just have so many things that makes us connect. In a way. I hope that makes sense.
It does. It does make sense because it's pretty much just like... And this is where it gets hard because we talked about this already.
Like what?
Do you know what I mean? Well, you mentioned this before. You talked about how it's like this melting pot.
It is this melting pot, yeah.
So it's like, what I understand of it is it's this melting pot, but the thing you guys all have in common is that Hawaiian culture of growing up there.
Growing up there.
I mean, like, it doesn't matter what race, what social class. It's like the thing that's in common and in line is that Hawaiian culture that everybody shares. That's growing up with a certain type of family, a certain type of like way of life. You know what I mean? Unless that's definitely. That's what I
No, you're absolutely like you're right. I mean, like I was gonna say, like talking about my home, like compare to like you. Like, do you feel the same way too? I mean,
like I said, like
how many people have came up to you and was like, LA's so beautiful. Like, I love it. And like,
I mean, it's
like, wow, it's like a great compliment.
It's just the thing would be like, it's like everywhere's not gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
Like everywhere's gonna have this other side to it that either people don't want to pretend like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right. And whoever does that is oblivious and isn't living in real life.
Yeah, ignorant.
Yeah, it's ignorant, and they're not taking it for what it is.
Yeah.
Right? They're trying to push off a problem.
Yeah.
And there's a very, very big problem in Hawaii of homelessness.
Yeah.
Right? And
it's huge.
This idea of moving and kicking away native people,
like
right?
just local people.
You know,
like people do want to live in Hawaii. That's why like housing prices, they go up and stuff. Like for like kids that go away from their home, they want to go back home to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I want to live back home and start a family there. But it's hard now because it's like now everybody wants to come. Once like people visit, they're like, oh God, like I gotta.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
That's why I want to go. I want to go so bad.
Yeah, I want to live there.
Yeah.
But like it kind of like, I mean, it's great and all, but it's hard. I mean, hard living there because it's just so expensive.
So expensive.
Yeah. But you just gotta find a way to make it work.
Would you want to live there?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go back
that's
home.
and maybe it's just, I think we just got lucky, because there's no other place I can see myself living in other than SoCal.
Right.
Like I've visited other places.
I mean, would you want to go back home to like Whittier? What is it?
Like Hacienda Heights, like specifically?
Yeah.
No, I just want to stay in SoCal.
SoCal, right?
Like it's because everything kind of seems similar. Like OC, San Diego, absolutely amazing. More life to it. Like a bigger city. But just SoCal, it's so big in itself too.
It is.
It's like
like you have options.
Yeah,
you have a lot of options.
But it's just the weather and just the style of living. Like, for me, growing up here is like, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah. If I were to live here, I don't know where I would go. Wherever I find a job and it like helps me live, then I'm fine. But definitely, my dream is to go back home.
That's awesome.
But like, we'll see. We'll see.
And you think
changes.
You think the biggest thing is because
I'm so connected. Yeah, I'm just so like connected to.
Do you think it's different? Like, do you think you'd say that you're more connected to back home because of this certain type of Hawaiian culture that is like stronger than like, let's say, someone else? Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, like the people, I get the people, they get me.
But is there like a sense of like, it's just, I feel like there's some cultures that are very it's like very like go out, go live life, like right, but there are other cultures that are like build a family, be connected, stay kind of thing. Do you think it's more like that?
Yeah, it's more of like definitely like do your own thing, do what you gotta do. But it's nice to live in Hawaii because the way we were raised, the way our parents raised us. I mean, we're so grateful and like so blessed in a way, just like to be raised there. I mean, like Hawaii, you know. And you just learn so much back home in Hawaii. In Hawaii.
Tell us.
Yeah, you just learn so much. Again, like one thing about Hawaii is like everyone's so humble there. Everyone just like, that's like the best part. No one's flaunting. No one's, bragging. It's just all like we're all just cool with each other. It's just so chill and like laid back. Like I said, like you are gonna be put in your place. Like I said before, like don't come around acting all top shit type of thing. It's like just know your place and that's where the the humility comes from. That's why it's like so great to live there. Because like you realize like not everything is about money and not everything is about this and that. It's just like being like with family and like friends, like it's just like that's the best part. That's why like people want to move back. People
like locals.
And it's not fake. Like There's nothing fake about that place.
Alex fake?
I don't know. I mean...
Do you feel like that?
It's just different because, again...
We can talk about that. We can talk about... Okay, so...
Yeah. Let's go into that.
Yeah. Let's go into... It's just, I think it was...
coming here. It was a huge
that's the thing.
shift. Getting used to people. And, how people work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, definitely, we're not different, you know? We're, we're people. We're cool. I could definitely make friends.
Yeah.
I'll try to. But there's just, this barrier of, they don't see my Hawaii side. I kind of have to put up
mask.
A mask, kind of.
Yeah.
A front.
What kind of mask? What kind of front?
I don't know. I feel like people got their shit. People seem like they got their shit together here.
Seem like they got their shit together.
Yeah.
I think that's.
And it's scary. It can be very intimidating for me.
Yeah.
Because it's oh shit,
I think that's what.
Everyone seems so stressed.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
They got things to do.
Yeah, they're on the go. But I praise y'all. I damn. I wish that was me. But coming here definitely feeling out what do people like, what's their humor like, what's their thing, what's the slang you guys use.
And that happened right away, right? That happened starting first year.
Yeah And definitely it was hard because I couldn't connect with anybody. And once that happened, once I realized that, I kind of just shut myself off, which wasn't the best idea, because it was it was hard my first 2 years. It was mentally really hard because I didn't know anybody as much, or they didn't know me.
Do you think you were trying to read into it too much? Do you think you read into it too much?
Probably. I think so. I think I was just I just wanted to fit in, probably. Yeah. Probably just, wanted to fit in.
No, but I mean, that happens. And that happens even with... And there might be this sense of being in LA and growing up in SoCal.
Yeah.
And this super hyper competitive environment is trying to fit into, where it's well, I gotta seem like I'm doing something all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you're not, or even if you're, you just grow up seeing everybody oh, they're working, they're doing this, so I have to do that too, or I have to seem like I'm so busy, I have to seem like I have all my shit together,
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think the key word is seem.
Yeah.
Is you seem like you've got everything together. You seem like you got shit together. You seem like you're working. You seem like you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in the end, people aren't.
Yeah.
People don't got it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That might just be me. That might be.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. I think most of the time it's, you seem like you're doing a lot, but deep inside, or in reality, no one really does. Or they're just putting up a mask, putting up a front to fit in.
Definitely, you just gotta for me, it was just, you just gotta work yourself around groups. If that group didn't work out, just try and talk to another group or talk to another person. It was just you definitely need to for me, I had to navigate where I stood at UCI. Yeah. But I'm now in a comfortable position.
That's good. How'd you get there? How'd you get from your first 2 years of struggling and trying to? So yeah.
I mean, I did go to the counseling center a lot. That was a big thing. Another thing is having the privilege and being able to go back home whenever I wanted to.
Nice. And that comes from something else I wanted to talk about, which is jobs. But keep going before we...
No, yeah, just going home and seeing my family and being home. I was oh God, this is this is such a nice break from fast paced go.
Yeah,
10 weeks of just school.
Yeah.
And it was a good way of just being with my family and just feeling grounded. Because when I was up here, I'm all over the place. I couldn't keep myself grounded. But like being able to go home, I was like, ooh, like this makes me so much happier. Exactly. Like I feel so much better. I'm ready to take on the next week of school. Yeah.
I think that that helps a lot. I had
it is, yeah.
I had on once on the podcast this therapist, and that's something she stressed a lot is when there's times of depression or like when you're low, is seeking out friends and family that are going to be there and they're going to help you feel grounded and help you kind of reset yourself. And that's something personally that like I'm so lucky to be able to go back home where I'm not out of state. I'm not out of the country, you know, like I got to go back home, a 50-hour drive, go back home on the weekends, see my little sister, see my brothers and sisters and ground myself. And same thing, just be like, okay.
Yeah,
right?
It's fine.
Just, let's take on this week 10, study, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And again, like that's why I feel bad for like all my other out-of-state college students. I'm like, shout out to y'all. But
well, I mean, I think that's something that people should do. It's fine. I mean, if you can't
it's expensive though.
But if you can't go to family, find a group, find something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something that helps you do. For like, sometimes if I'm not able to go back home, for me it's boxing.
Okay,
you know, like working out, finding something else that makes me be able to like get out of my head and reset.
Yeah, and definitely joining like clubs. We have a Hawaii club here, but I don't think anyone in that club.
It's fine. You can roast them. Go ahead.
I don't think anyone from that club is from Hawaii.
Boom. There you go.
So like,
tell them, UCI.
It's hard. Like I definitely like my sister. She went to University of Washington, and her Hawaii club was like the best. Like
really. In Washington.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people are like a lot of Hawaii people are like really they like going to Washington, I guess, and they like going to Vegas. Yeah, that's why there's a lot of Hawaii people that live there.
In Washington. In
Washington, Vegas, yeah.
And like UNLV.
Yep, a lot of Hawaii kids go to UNLV.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot.
I did not know that.
A lot.
Why Washington and why Vegas?
I don't know. Vegas is cheap for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vegas is really cheap. They call it the 9th island, if you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah. Because there's so many Hawaii people there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Two of my friends live there from back home. But no, yeah, my sister, her, like, God, I remember I was like so little too. I was like, we went up for like a luau. Like they put on like a seasonal luau type of thing. Cool. And, like, it was so cool. Like, they had Hawaiian food. And, like, there was a lot of Hawaii kids. It was big. It was a big thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like, I can't wait to go to college and, like, join a Hawaii club.
Yeah.
Damn, never mind. Like, I tried looking. I tried. I tried, and I looked into it, and I was like,
we'll step it up. We'll get it there.
Hopefully,
this podcast will go out. They'll realize.
Yeah, reach out to more Hawaii people, you know? But again, like not a lot of Hawaii people come to UC Irvine, you know? Yeah. Not a lot.
It's a good school though, right?
It is a good school. It is. Yeah. It's just expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
UCs don't give us financial aid at all.
They don't?
No.
Wow.
Oh, and another thing, UNLV, they do they give a lot of financial
programs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they give a lot of financial aid.
Well, we gotta step it up, ECI.
Yeah.
Step it up.
You guys have to. We need more Hawaii people. Like, it needs to be more diverse.
You need more, just more culture, more.
Fucking, what's the
that
circle?
Little pie.
The pie.
Polynesian Hawaiian.
Yeah, Polynesian Hawaiian is like 0.5, and I'm like, ugh. I'm like right in there.
And I wanted to ask you about your parents being pilots, which is absolutely awesome. Yeah. And insane. And I think.
Thank you.
I think that'd be super cool to talk about.
Yeah.
So, what was it like?
So
it's just you have such a unique life.
It's weird. Well, my dad is the pilot of the family, so he's actually from California.
Oh.
Westminster. So he met my mom back in Hawaii because he got like a job. I'm not too sure about the details, but yeah, he like moved there.
It just happened.
They met and like their mutual friend like got them together, had.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to both of my parents. Love them so much. And he was trying to find like a job for like to be like a flight job basically. So he was trying for Hawaiian. And like I wasn't born yet, but right when I was born, October, like my dad got the job at Hawaiian Airlines.
Wow.
So he got like a new baby. He got a new job. Like everything was just going great, you know? And so he's been a pilot for 20 years now.
Jeez, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, he loves his job a lot.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. Yeah, and
How is that growing up with a pilot as a dad?
it's fun. I mean, he was always on trips.
Yeah, that's
you know?
the thing. So like
He was always like we still have like like he's my dad. Like I love him.
Yeah.
Like yeah, definitely. But my mom, like she took care of us while he was away.
Okay.
Sometimes he would like go out like training for like a couple weeks, and my mom would have to stay with the kids.
Wow.
And deal with that. But other than that, like he would just be like in and out. He'd be like every week. It's so funny. It's just so weird. He's like, okay guys, like I got work. Like he would just come into like his pilot like uniform, like in his uniform. He'd be like, I'll be like, oh shit, Dad, where you going? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to New Zealand for like 3 days. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, just,
have fun.
Like nothing.
Yeah, like nothing. Like it's just that was just how it is. And we're like, okay, bye.
Were you ever scared? When you grew up and understood more of like what his job was? Were you ever scared?
It was crazy. Cause I was just like.
Were you ever scared for him, like of like the dangers of flying?
Yes. Like when you, definitely. Like when I got older, I was like, oh shit, like he's in charge of like hundreds of lives here in the air. Like they're in air, in the clouds. It was crazy. Yeah. Like when I was younger, I wasn't thinking that.
You don't really like.
But like now thinking, I'm like, oh god, like he's getting old. You know, like he's getting older.
Okay.
Excuse me. And like, I just hope like nothing happens that will affect his job. Like those type of things. Yeah. Like he loves his job a lot.
But never like you never had that, and I don't want to ask like such like a.
Like if he's gonna
come back kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Because it's like.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I kind of like.
I don't want to say that.
No. Yeah. It definitely. It's on my head.
There's dangers to.
Yeah. But the way he like talks about it, he's just like so chill. Like he's got it. Okay. He's got it in the bag. He's done it for like years.
I mean, they say it's like safer flying, like.
Yeah.
Statistically safer than like.
Right.
Public
I guess.
Transportation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, I always ask him questions. I'm like, oh my god, like, aren't you scared today? Like, are you ready? Like, are you? Like, and he's like, this is my office. Like, this is what I do.
That's cool.
All the time. And my sister, the oldest of the family, she's a pilot too. So like, I even ask her, I'm like, God, like, how are you guys doing? Like, this is so crazy. Like, you guys are like flying a plane.
Did you ever think about following the family footsteps?
I didn't think of it because I was just thinking like.
Because I know your little brother is.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's somewhat. Just getting a feel of it.
Putting his foot, like his toes in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did his first flight. He did like his test run at like a small little school. My dad went with him, and they flew like on the west side of the island. And it was like beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks insane.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't really get to talk to him much about it. Like definitely when I go home for spring break, like I want to know more. But like I want to pull out of him. Like, so what? Like, are you trying to go to like? Are you trying to become a pilot?
So you never answered my question. So are you thinking?
Me? No, I never thought of it. I think I was just always scared. Cause I'm not confident in myself a lot. You know, I'm just not very confident. I was just thinking like, God, like there's so many buttons. There's a lot of studying. Like my dad and sister, they're still studying. They do a lot of studying.
You just saw you're like too many buttons.
Too many buttons.
Too many.
Like, science, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It just looked too much, overwhelming.
That's funny.
But the way like my sister and my dad like do it, it's like, damn. I don't know how you guys do it, but again, like they're used to it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because it's like, there's some times where like we do fly on the plane where like my dad is like flying it, and it's like every time he's like, "Hello, this is Captain Brazil," like on the microphone or something.
The intercom,
the intercom, and like every time if I'm like with my family, I'm like, oh my god, like that's dad, like this is so weird. Like we laugh every time because he has to like speak, like he has to say stuff. So cool. Yeah. Like it's so funny.
Be a pilot.
Yeah, he's just being a pilot.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
That's awesome.
Super cool. But again, like, and he's the only reason why I get to go home so much.
Yeah, because you were telling me that there's like certain benefits that you get.
Yeah. I mean, his job is great.
So he flies. So what does he fly now? Who does he fly for?
He flies for Hawaiian Airlines.
Okay. So is that like...
So based in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Yes, the airline.
And that's one of the main reasons why you get those benefits of like...
Yeah.
Being able to...
And they fly into certain airports. So Hawaiian, I have to only fly Hawaiian to get free flights.
Yeah.
And only...
Can you fly from... Are you able to fly from John Wayne?
No.
Or do you have to go all the way?
No. Like, before my first year and second year, God, like, I used to go home so much. Mm-hmm. Like, I just had time. I just went home every weekend.
Well, first year, second year, you have time.
Yeah, you do.
There's a ridiculous amount of time where you could just fuck around or, like, just do something.
So I would just, like, after class on a Friday, I would just take an Uber to LAX because that was, like, the only time they flew. That was the only airport they flew in that was close to me. Now they fly into Long Beach, which is like way better. Wow.
That's way better.
Way better. I would just go to LAX, just hop on a plane,
send it,
and just go home. And then like I would take a red eye home like Sunday night, and like I would land into LAX at like 5 a.m. in the morning, go straight to class.
Wow.
Like, because I had an 8 a.m. ballet class. Mm-hmm. I'll just walk, like, to my dorm. And plus, it was so easy getting to my dorm. Because it was, like, right there. Mm-hmm. And the dorm that I was in was right by the arts. So I was just, like, walking in. I'm like, hey. Like, to my roommate, Alice. And I'll be like, what's up? Ready for class? Let's go. Let's get this day going.
What's the biggest thing that tourists and outside people take away from Hawaii as an experience?
Oh, like, just going to places that we want to go now, like, things start trending. You know, we have Instagram, we have Twitter. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone's like, oh, my God. Like, once you see, like, pictures and stuff, it's like, okay, I want to go there. That looks so beautiful. And then, like...
Like, there's Instagram models taking pictures.
Yeah, Instagram models, like, beautiful scenery. Yeah, it's beautiful. But then, like, more people want to come just because of that. And, like, it gets, like, it kind of goes into, like, you get into people's way. Like, some places are not even, like, supposed to, like, you're not supposed to even, like, enter or be there. There's places that are, like, dangerous. And then, like, tourists come and then, like, they think, like, oh, like, I saw a picture there. Like, someone took it there. It should be safe. Mm-hmm. And they get there and, like, they're in trouble, you know? Yeah. They get in trouble. Another thing is, like, they do shit that's, like, out of the, like, they just do shit. Like, there was, like, a video on Instagram where, like, a tourist was just doing a TikTok, and it was a seal on the beach, and then, I don't know, like, it was just a TikTok, and, like, the tourist, like, some guy, the visitor, thought it was gonna be a great TikTok, thought it was gonna be so fucking funny to, like, slap the seal, like, really bad. Like, it was hard too. I just spit, sorry. It was hard, and I was thinking, like, oh fuck, like, that's first of all illegal. Yeah. Second of all, that's, like, you'd never do that. Like, you can't even get close. Like, like what were you trying to achieve? Like, fucking likes. You know, like, it just is that type of shit that's, like, disrespectful.
Takes away, like, to, like, I guess in the way you're answering my question in the way like takes away this like genuine, this like authenticity.
Yeah,
to,
you
like,
just forget that we have culture there.
Mm-hmm.
There's rules. There's things that you need to know.
Those
and you need to respect.
So those outsiders like
there's outside
take that away.
Yeah, they
like,
do.
They don't like take into consideration that there's certain rules that need to be
right.
followed.
Yeah. And then like we get irritated. We're like, God, this fucking dumbass and
to
stuff.
To like defend, I guess in a sense, their idea of like why they think they could do that, which is totally wrong.
Yeah.
And like they shouldn't do that in any sense. But it's like, I think there's certain people that when they're visiting other places, they're there for vacation only.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They see that place as vacation.
Yeah.
And especially when you go to like different countries. Like when I go to Mexico, like I go back home or like to see like family and stuff. There's certain places where like I visited like Rosarito that has a bunch of culture, a bunch of amazing like taco places, a bunch of food, a bunch of life, right? But you get these Americans, you get these certain people that go and visit, and since they only see it as home, and the U.S. compared to Mexico is completely different worlds, right? So like they see it as vacation and also less than.
Yeah, less than.
Right? So so there's this certain like, I just want to have a good time, and you're not gonna because
I'm in a different world.
Yeah, I'm American and you're.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's that sense of like, and it's totally bad, and it should.
Yeah,
but
I get.
Checked.
Yeah, I get what you're doing, but it's like.
Know where you are, like you're visiting somewhere.
Yeah, just know that there is culture there.
Yeah. And
there are rules. Just know that. Just don't go off and like think you can just do whatever the hell you want. I mean, I don't know if the guy thought it like he didn't think. Obviously, he didn't think it was wrong.
Yeah.
But people were pissed. Like local people were pissed. They were like, "What the fuck is this?"
And what was that doing? Instagram? What was that thing you?
Hungry Hawaiian. Like all the locals that live in Hawaii follow that page. It's so funny because it just has videos and pictures of like what's going on in Hawaii. It's really cool. Nice. But yeah, and that's another thing that it goes into how I am as a person. You know, seeing other people disrespect other cultures, you see that and you get a first hand of that, and you're like, I never want to be that person.
Exactly.
You never I would never.
But I think that's something that we share, and that's something that's so interesting.
Yeah.
That it's like, you grew up in Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's like an island, so like pretty close, but at the same time like sort of like different worlds. You know? But like, but it's so weird. It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me that you feel that way, but you're not a minority in Hawaii.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are.
Yeah.
But okay, and that's one of the. I guess that's something, and I don't know if you want to get that serious right now.
No, like, I'm fine. That. It's good.
It's just like, don't you think that's so interesting that you're a whole state,
right?
But you're still sort of a minority in the United States.
Yeah, we're just not.
But you have a whole state to yourself, like yourself of like Hawaiian people. Mm-hmm. But when you come back to the mainland,
I feel it.
You are a minority.
Yeah, you know I definitely feel it.
But isn't that so interesting?
It is interesting. I think about that all the time. And I think
like that's why we would have things in common, and I can relate to you because like being a minority myself, like there's certain things that when you talk about things like not respecting culture or like you know what I mean, like I get not fully. But like I get
because that's just how we were raised. We're cultured.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Like back home, it just. Yeah, we don't feel that way, but definitely when you come back to the mainland, like people can put you in your place of like minority status.
Yeah.
And you kind of feel it.
Mm-hmm. Which sucks that still exists.
Yeah,
but there's some times where people do like
it does affect. I guess it just bothers people, which I don't get. But I shake my head. Do better, society.
What it is to be for you, like what it is to be Hawaiian?
It's just different. It's definitely coming from Hawaii and coming to California. It's a culture
You like how
shock.
I've been using mainland? You like how
Mainland, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we call it. Because when I said mainland,
I do
every time I say every time I say
get you.
yeah.
But then I was like, no.
Like y'all are the mainland.
Yeah.
Like you guys are. Like that's the only thing. It's like. Like when I'm at home, I'm like, oh, I gotta go back to the mainland. Like that's just how it is. But like, like I was saying, or I was about to say, like, it's definitely a culture shock coming up here.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, like what is going on? Like why? Like it's just a different thing.
Have you adapted?
I definitely have adapted.
Yeah.
I definitely, when I go back home, like every time my friends are like, oh God, the Cali girl is back.
Oh no.
She's talking a certain way.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got.
And I have to get, yeah.
You got a little California.
I know, that's so funny.
You got some OC.
But once I get home, it's like, I gotta, like.
Disappears?
It disappears. Like, I don't even want.
You try to go back to.
Yeah.
So you don't sound like a.
I go back to.
Because there's certain times when you're talking, I'm like, she sounds like a girl I used to know in high school.
Right.
You're talking like OC, you're talking like
If I had like a Hawaii person here with me, or like if I had one of my friends, oh my God, like it would be hilarious. No one would understand us at all. Like they would not. Like just the way we speak to each other is just so funny. And I love it because it's like such a meme. I don't know. It's just so funny. And like I tried talking to my roommates and like my friends up here, like Pigeon and stuff.
Would you mind? I mean, so one of the things you showed me was the.
Yeah. I don't know. I just always do the shaka. I'm like.
So what does that mean and what is that like?
I'm just like, how's it? How's it means like how are you in Pigeon, like how are you? It's like no, it's like how's it? Like.
See, there's things like that.
Like that's my greeting.
Yeah.
Like.
Is there certain ways to do it, or is there like?
Your loose shaka, this is the loose shaka, like how's it, like how are you doing, like but sometimes I'm like this, like all the time. It's just like an exaggerated version. I'm like from Hawaii.
Do you do it to anyone here, or like
no,
like but just like out of instinct?
Yeah,
just
like if I'm talking about Hawaii or
and
like
I
have
walk up to someone.
Yeah, I'm just like
and they're just like, what are you?
Yeah, I know. It's just a greeting. It's something my friends and I would do.
Yeah.
It's just I keep doing it now. I'm like, but what else? Like.
So is that just to set like the good vibe, or is that kind of like a dab, like dab me up?
Like that type of thing, yeah. But like I
when
just
you
do
go
it
up to people like here, it's like.
It's like I don't know. It's just so funny.
It's
like,
just like we're good terms, like. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
Also, we use the shaka like when we're driving. Okay, that's another thing that's so fucking different here. Like when I came here, y'all people drive so fucking fast. Like I can't. It's scary.
Maybe it's because you guys are just chilling over there.
I guess, but our freeway is super small. You guys have like hundreds of fucking freeways.
Yeah, we do.
It's so confusing driving
Especially
around.
here in Irvine, the lanes are like 6, 7.
No, yeah, ridiculous. But like back home, like if we're changing a lane or like if we're like and we changed and like people let us go a lot of times. Here don't see that a lot. They speed up and they're like don't get like I
think Hawaii might be the only place they do that then.
I guess
because I've been to different parts of the world
and like
like in Mexico won't let you in.
It's irritating.
Beep beep beep.
No, yeah.
And then in Paris same thing, just cutting people off.
That's why it's so scary. So like, yeah, you just have to put your blinker on, and like they let you in. You just
you
gotta be like, you have to be like this, like in the back, like thank
so
you.
So it's like this, like this,
like this.
I feel like I do this. I don't know.
I know
why.
what is. I know, no, this. Get it right. This.
I don't know why I was doing the Spider-Man.
I know, damn, that's not it.
So this.
Yep. People who watch this that are from Hawaii, they're gonna.
They know.
They know what I'm doing.
So I just. My God.
Yeah. Or like when pictures, like everybody be like that, like loose as fuck. Like it didn't even look like a shotgun. It just looked like this, and it'd be like, yeah.
That's funny.
I know.
That's cool. That's interesting.
It's so different.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But definitely,
That's awesome to learn. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to me, it's so interesting.
Yeah, I'm definitely grateful, and like to be here in Irvine. Like, I'm not saying, like...
And I'm grateful that you came on.
Thank you.
You're being so open and telling me about, like, everything.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
But, like, yeah. It's great to see and, like, compare and contrast, like, how different it is. I don't know if people are going to think it's different.
Well, it's different, but there's got to be... I mean, isn't it crazy that we have similarities?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that's also a crazy thing. When I came up here, when I found my friends, I'm like, oh, no, we are similar in in a way. You know, we're very similar.
I think one good thing to do, and one thing that I've... What are we drinking? What are we drinking here? What have we been sipping on? We haven't even told them what we...
Last
time it was Dr. Pepper.
Sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sprite.
Yeah.
Some delicious Sprite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what I was saying is I think one thing that helped me, like, doing the podcast and everything, was when you meet new people. And if you're ever, like, in a situation where you're in a new environment, you go off to college, and then you stay in a new city. I think it's important to understand the cultural differences.
Yeah.
And, like, understand that it's different.
And that's what...
But always look for the similarities. Because if you're in the same age group, if you're in the same situation, like a freshman in college, there's something that everybody has in common. And I found that to be true during the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I had on last week the Australians. Different part of the world. So many things in common.
Yeah, you guys
so
connected.
Many stories. So, like,
That's
I can make
crazy.
a joke and they'll laugh.
Right.
Because it's the same, like, there's humor, there's certain things that, like, are shared between everybody.
I know what you're saying. No, it's crazy. That's why I'm like, wow, I have friends.
Yeah.
Like, I actually, like, like, I definitely connect with these people. But, like, I really, like, that's why my question is, like...
So now she's asking me questions. Now Ceci's
I'm just curious.
The host now.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm just the
Because,
guest.
again, like, you grew up here.
SoCal, yes.
Yes.
All my life.
SoCal. Oh. Okay. But,
Why are you disrespecting?
I'm not. I'm like, okay. I'm not disrespecting anything. He said LA. Hello.
I've never done that in my life.
Oh my god, that's so funny. No, but I just want to know, like, was it different, like, meeting people here compared to home? Because, like, I don't know, like, it's just, everybody comes from different parts of California.
Yeah. Fuck. Let me see.
Like, is it different in different areas, like, how things work, like, people? And
I think California is so big.
It's crazy.
That my story of what California is can be so different. It's just, there's, like we talked about, like, Hawaii in itself is a melting pot.
Yeah.
But California, it's like, in California itself, like, northern California.
Right.
It's so different from Southern
That's
California.
what I learned.
In the way of life, but in the same time, we always have something in common, right?
Yeah.
But North Cal different from SoCal.
Yeah.
But to me, SoCal is
the place.
Is LA to San Diego. You know what I mean?
Super close.
But everyone thinks, like, it's, like, all the way down to, like, certain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
still.
I think SoCal is, like, my little pocket, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, growing up was. I mean, I had my things though. Like, I always had that group, cause, like, I always played sports.
Yeah.
I always, like, wanted to be involved.
So when you left home and, like, you were like, bye, like, you said bye to your group of friends, were you ready to, like, come back? To, like, or come to Irvine.
To Irvine.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm gonna make new friends.
The thing is, like, it's just something about me that was, like, I was so excited.
Yeah.
there's a part of me that was so excited.
I mean, who wasn't? That little freshman self.
But there's just something inside me that, like, I was like, this is an opportunity to, like, do more than I've done before.
Right.
Like, I gotta be bigger. I gotta do something bigger. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, now I'm in college. Now I can do all this kind of stuff, you know? So I was just excited to meet people. I've always been so fascinated with people. And one of the reasons why I majored in political science.
We have a podcast here.
One of the reasons we're sitting here is, like, I've always been so fascinated with people and people's stories, and, like, there's some times where, like, which is weird, but, like, I'd be like, I wonder what that person's thinking.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or, like, what's going through their head, or, like, seems like he's having a bad day.
You were just ready. You just went in and you were like, I'm open.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm open. You weren't scared.
That's my personality. My personality is, like, I could sit down, or, like, I'm waiting in line at Disneyland.
Right.
And the person next to me I can start talking to for the next 30 minutes. Have a great conversation, get to know where they're from, right?
Yeah.
And then someone else is totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, growing up for me, like, it was super easy to make friends. Super easy to, like, get to know people.
Yeah.
But because I was open and I made myself available to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean.
And you're in a frat, and that really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get this shit. Go. Talk to me about all the shit.
About what?
Being in a frat.
I can't relate. I mean, like,
You have questions about that?
No, I never, like, no one, like, really hyped up.
No,
no one back home in Hawaii, no one hyped up Greek life. So I only knew about it when I got here. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on? Like, why are people so crazy?
Yeah.
And then, like, over time, as I was here, I was like, oh, okay. That's the deal. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting. Like, Greek life is so interesting. Like, that's your guys' little society, and it's just so funny. It's cute. So funny. I guess that's fam, you know?
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters. I literally, like, it's so funny.
Yeah, it is.
It's just so different from my world. Like, I just can't relate. Or I can't see myself in one. Sorry, I'm not saying, like...
No, I mean, it's not...
Yeah, it's just, like,
it's just being real.
Yeah, I never, like, thought of, like, wow, like, that looks great. Like, I'm gonna, like, join.
Yeah.
But definitely, you guys get to meet a lot of people, which is so cool.
The biggest thing that I've taken away from Greek life was, like, when you first get into it, it's everything that everybody else thinks it is.
Yeah.
You know
like, crazy.
Crazy.
And fucking, like, everybody's getting wasted. Everybody's, like...
Yes. Like, that's what it is at the beginning. But what it becomes later throughout your college career is, like, you're not over it. It's just, like, you just see things so differently.
I feel that.
And you're just, like, over it.
Yeah. That's
just, like...
I feel like it's, like, a committed relationship.
Yeah.
It's kind of, like... I've been doing this for too fucking long.
Mm-hmm. And you're just, like...
Do you feel like you want to do something new? Like, you just feel like getting out, like, stepping outside of that
it's like,
area?
I guess that's one of the reasons why I did this.
Yeah, exactly.
Podcast. But, like, some of the people you meet, like, all the memories you've made...
Yeah.
It's like you can't... There's no way you can, like, forget them.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, close them off from your life.
And now here we are, third year.
Third year. Cheers.
Cheers.
Just
I'm over it. I'm so tired. Again, like,
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having
thank
me.
you for... Because I know today's one of your most busy. It's fucking super late
God, I'm
now.
so tired. Yeah.
I know you're tired.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming. Thank you for making the time. Let's get out of here.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, this is the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. We really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys learned a lot about Hawaii, a lot about Ceci, and just a lot about me, too, because she asked me questions as well. So,
yeah.
I think it was a great podcast. I think it was a great time. I hope you guys had a good time whatever you're doing. I hope you guys had a great time listening.
Yeah. And if you guys did listen, Thank you. I don't know how you guys got through this, but I really appreciate it. I really appreciate Johel for like having me on and talking about my home because it means a lot to me. I don't know if you guys got anything out of it, but yeah, hit me up, follow me.
Oh yeah, follow you where?
At Ceci Brez. That's not my full name, but shortened CECIBREZ on Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's a good follow, for sure. Very interesting. Great pics.
Yeah, you can get more. You can learn more about Hawaii if you follow me.
Wow, what an advertisement for that.
I know. Because I'm going home spring break. It's going to be like a whole thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's going to be cute.
Awesome. All right then, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.